Good day, everyone. Good day, ma'am. Today we will discussing about the case of Chipotle, retailing food with integrity by Lisa Lupo 2015. And before we discuss and explain who is Chipotle, Chipotle was a business owner. He owned a Mexican grill, starting selling pork at same of its location in January. Chipotle is removing a pig supplier after he rotate an inspection that reveals breaches of its animal welfare ethics guidelines na bakit niya inalis yung suppliers ng pig sa kanyang business. And in the further, let's discuss. Chipotle is a business owner commitments to obtain absolute food finest products or produce a food with care for animals and farmers. It refers as food with a respect that he is concerning about not only for the animals but also he concerned about the climate, the other counter of our cycles. This is considered as such as many factors like animals, farming, organic, and also many factors and abouting we will discuss. First one is the animal. According to Chipotle, Chipotle gets pork and beef from farmer that adheres to company naturally produce and guidelines including rearing animals outdoor or deep bed cages, avoiding pesticides and giving them vegetarian diets. The box of Chipotle's cheese and sour cream produced from pasture breed cows that are seldom give chemical hormones and are vegetarian, plant-based diet. According to Chipotle, na bumibili siya doon sa mga farmers ng pig and beef, pork and beef sa farm na naturally adhering for naturally produced. And according to him, he is very adhering for not to use pesticides and avoiding vegetarian diets to the animal para maging healthy yung mga animals natin in terms of many circumstances, like yun nga, healthy yung animals, and also yung food is wala siyang halong chemicals like that. Also, he is avoiding some of the restaurants is yun ang gusto niyang quality ng pag-aalaga sa mga hayop, or yun ang mga guidelines na gusto niyang iparating na maging guidelines about to having food at pagpaproduce ng mga animals. So next one is farming. In terms of farming naman, Chipotle wants to work with family-owned and managed farm, visit them and having thanks to them to having preserved their properties. Also, Chipotle wants to having take care of family farm with extra care and preserve their property. He wanted to rotating seeds and farming, planting new crops by giving them advice to doon sa mga taong nag-own ng properties na mas better to plant by preserving their properties by planting new seeds, rotating seeds, avoiding chemicals para hindi ma-irritate yung land, also ma-cultivate, syempre producing sustainability para ma-sustain natin yung healthy ng ating soil. Chipotle currently produce in place to guarantee that all of the ingredients produced, processed, and transported without a human labor. The business claims to the work hard to source our goods way and preserve the earth.
Organic. While organic fruit may seem smaller and less appealing, the business claim that is help consumers and the environment while is still tasting better. As a result, the use of organically produced beans has increased in recent years. In general, purchasing organic is a personal decision since it's not always appropriate for the food we serve. Organic, refers to the natural and sustainable ways of producing and growing food and clothing. Organic practices prioritize the use of environmentally friendly methods that avoid the use of synthetic chemicals, pesticides, and genetically modified organisms. Instead, organic farming relies on techniques like crop rotation, composting, and natural pest control to maintain soil fertility and protect the ecosystem.
Next one is the Chipotle additional discloses supply chain practices, which is related to particular supply act requirement. The Supply Chain Act of 2010, which included the child labor, which is under the underage labor, violation of appropriate working hour and condition, and other sex trafficking and slavery related problems are not permanented under Chipotle supplier standard. According to this additional disclose of Chain Act of 2010 is yung hindi pwede dito yung nagtatrabaho ng underage or yung na violations din yung mga nagtatrabaho ng sobra sa working hours and also the conditions of the workers. Also, related pa rin ito sa mga slavery-related problems. Hindi siya ina-allowed sa kay Chipotle supplier standard. Number 2 is yung annual assessment. Annual assessment is the supply chain, especially yung sexual trafficking and slavery risk din, performed by adult conduct by business committee or third party. Dito, ina-assess kung meron bang nangyayaring mga sexual trafficking in the working area or yung pang-aalipin. Dito ninaalam sa annual assessment kung ano yung mga nangyayari within the working place or kung ano man yung dun sa supply chain na nangyayari. Next one is number 3, daily visit to the facility of foreign product supplier are made by their importer. And dito, dito ginagawa, chine-check ni Chipotle's yung mga requirements. Also, lahat ng products na ginagawan by importer is ini-inspection nila and the requirements also. And dito, nangyayari yung mga very important procedures bago mapasa sa standard ni Chipotle and their suppliers.
For yearly, all food suppliers must verify their compliance with the relevant supply requirements and be audited by Chipotle's internal audit team. Number 5, the dealer guidelines provide a step-by-step procedure for dealing with non-compliance. Failure to comply may result in a supplier's license being revoked and at Chipotle's option the termination of all transactions. Number 6, the supplier standards serve as a reference for officials and the areas as described in number 1 are monitored Chipotle regularly procurement by the company's supply chain management team.